Aries, your energy is interesting today. I'm feeling quite impatient, like this sense of anticipation or frustration. This is kind of like knowing I need to do something and being excited for something, but having to kind of hold back. It's this pulling back on the reins energy, which is going to happen because you've got Mars in. Sorry, I'm just making my phone a little bit lighter. It was turned down because I was looking at it in the night. Yeah, you've got this Mars in Aries energy, and Mars is going retrograde through Aries, so it's this pull back energy of like it not being quite time for something, or like you've got this energy of like wanting to race in, like that chariot that showed me the chariot card, but having to kind of pull back on the reins. So that this energy is building. It's like frustration. You might be kind of like pacing the house. I couldn't sleep last night. You may not be able to sleep very well. I'm burning you a lavender joss stick to kind of help you chill out and ride those waves a little bit more easily. Um, now, on my notes, I've got David's balls, which is a funny note. But it's my uncle David had some Chinese medicine balls, which I have now. They're kind of like almost like the orbs that I've just drawn on myself. That David Bowie spins in the labyrinth, but they make this kind of like chiming sound. Now I was moving them to get to some of my tarot cards yesterday, and they kind of clonged together, and it was like the chime of a grandfather clock. So something to do with your grandfather might be going on at the moment. It's also like this kind of like the clock strikes its time, that kind of Cinderella at the ball energy. So whatever all that means to you, I'm sure it makes more sense to you than it does to me. I've got Young and Beautiful by Lana Del Rey and also Get Free by Lana Del Rey. The two of them have been playing constantly in my head all day yesterday, all this morning. I also got they were the only songs I got through for you, actually, just those two songs kind of very insistently. But I also saw very, very clearly, sort of in my mind's eye, a chihuahua. Maybe somebody has a chihuahua, and it's kind of at the top of the stairs, and it's kind of one of these quite fluffy chihuahuas. Maybe someone has a chihuahua, I don't know. Maybe if you randomly see a chihuahua in the next couple of days, pay attention to kind of what's going on, what you were thinking at the time, what's going, yeah, like even if it's on the telly, chihuahua, that could be some sort of indicator for you. What else do I have? Yeah, just this feeling of like something that needs to be done. Now I randomised some songs for you on Spotify. One was randomised from Discover Weekly, and it was Scorpio Rising, Death in Vegas. So I don't know that song very well, but it may mean something to you. Maybe you are Scorpio Rising. If you don't know your full chart, all the different placements, I have got a link in the description box below for you. You can go and click on that, and that will lead you to a service where you can input your birth details, and it'll give you a full chart and a breakdown of what that all means as well. It's a lot of information, but it's very, very useful. Incidentals by Alisha came through next, and I also got Secret Smile by Semisonic. So for some of you, this is a love interest. I know that 2 readings ago it was a lot of Mars and Venus energy. So some of you have got a love situation going on, and I just saw 333 on the clock. So it could be a third party love situation, or somebody that you're interested in, kind of in your community of friends. You may have met them when you were out partying, this sort of thing. You may work with them. Yeah, you've got a secret smile and you use it only for me. It's the incidentals, it's the little things you wouldn't even notice when you're really turning me on. So this could be like a secret admirer situation as well here. But let's go to your cards. Now I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Unlucky for some, but you know, 1 and 3 makes 4, and 4s are about stable foundations, and that was important in your last reading. The theme from your last reading, you were going to start building something, possibly a relationship with someone, and they were talking about this need to kind of pull back, to go slow, because you had to kind of like really lay solid foundations for whatever this is to be successful, whatever this newness is that you're starting, whatever this thing is that you're excited about. Take the time to do it properly, because if you're this excited about it, you want it to last, right? And it's 444 on the clock. Yeah, solid foundations. 4s are about foundations. And you also had this thing about this kind of deceptive energy of kind of perhaps being a bit secretive. I'm not sure what that was about, and my throat's closing up. Yeah, there's something you're not saying. There's something that you can you hear it? There's something not being said. There's something that you're being kind of sneaky, or maybe not sneaky, but kind of playing your cards close to your chest, not kind of speaking your whole truth. Interesting, Aries. And I found it quite hard actually this morning to dial into your energy. I found that you were being quite slippery. I really kind of had to like pin you down. Maybe this is all the things that I'm saying now are really making sense to you. Maybe somebody else is being slippery and you're trying to pin them down. Yeah. But I've got you here now, Aries. I'm tuned into your energy. I'm just going to take another second just to kind of make sure I've got the channel properly open, and then we're going to pull 1,000 cards for you. Today I'm going to pull the cards first and then interpret them after. So I will be back with you in a moment, Aries. Okay, here we go. I think it's just 555 on the clock again. Look, watch out for synchronistic numbers. You may be seeing a lot of synchronistic numbers at the moment. The muse is on the bottom of the deck there. I just noticed it, so I thought I'd say it. Okay. Oh, that may be a few too many, but thank you. Can I just get one card, please? We're going for one card today. Can I get one card, please, for Aries? Thank you. Oh, we've got two. Of course, they're not going to give me one card. I'll put that as the underlying. You were trying to manifest something. There was something going on. You had the Magician card in reverse in your last reading. So it is like you're trying to manifest something. You're trying to make something happen. Again, there's a 2 on this card, which is about like... oh, look, and this is a 2 as well. So you've got 2 2s. So this is about some kind of partnership, whether that's like romance, business, friendship, whatever that means for you. I think there is somebody else that you're working with here. Oracle of Delphi. It's interesting that I saw the Muse card and the Oracle of Delphi card. So there may be somebody who either you're providing wisdom and kind of like this creative energy to, or somebody is providing that to you. There's a creative sort of wisdom, like advice, yeah, knowing spiritual energy here that you are connecting with, or that you are in. The Willow card, now the Willow card to me signifies ancestry and death. I'm sorry, but it could be like, I see it as past energy, where it's kind of like remembrance of the ancestors, remembrance of things that pass. And again, this is a card about laying solid foundations. You think of the willow tree, it really has very, very deep roots. It's more likely to stand tall and stand the test of time if those roots are really deep, and they actually go deep down into that water there as well, to draw up the water, which signifies emotions. So there could be emotions running quite fast at the moment, and there is a need to kind of really bed down deep and draw on those fast emotions in this situation, whatever this situation is for you, Aries. I'm going to pop that about there, I think. So let's get another card. Just one card, please. I know you like this deck, but one card, please, for Aries. There we go. Like, of course, we get 50 cards from this deck. In the underlying, we've got the storm. Yeah, maybe storm warning. I feel like it's probably going to be an emotional storm, because when you have a storm, it makes the rivers run faster. So some kind of emotional storm for you could be going on. It's really getting you kind of like in fast emotions. The nectar, the hunter again is a very, very fast-paced energy. And the heart, the ring, the dead end. Okay, what's going on here then? The nectar. Somebody could be drinking. Somebody could be drinking too much. That makes when they get drunk, they have very, very stormy emotions. Maybe they're more likely to cry, be a bit over dramatic, find it hard to control their emotions. Perhaps that's when the emotions flow. It's like the dams are open. The nectar could be, I'm really seeing it as like wine. But it could also be like the nectar of the gods, right? Something that's very, very healing, emotionally healing for you. Sort of like ambrosia, yeah, I'm not saying that alcohol is healing for you. It's one situation or the other. There's something that's healing for you. The hunter is somebody, I've definitely seen stormy emotions though. The hunter is somebody who gets very, very fired up, really like goes in for the kill, goes in for what they want. And I was saying you've got this feeling of like trying to pin something down, right? Like this action energy. It's racing forward, and then you've got the heart. So you could be in some kind of love situation, could be trying to heal a love situation. There could be very, very stormy emotions regarding a love situation, trying to heal your heart. I wanted one card. The ring. Might read from the book on that one. And the dead end. The dead end is about hitting a dead end. Whether you've hit a dead end or not, you may feel like you've hit a dead end, but actually maybe you could push through. Maybe there's an alternate route you need to take. Maybe it's about re-strategizing, thinking again. Also noticing kind of like the bird's nest here. There could be a bird's nest in the tree. The heart is a nest. You've hit a dead end with the heart situation. Let's see what the ring has to say. This is the one that's standing out to me to read today. Okay, I said I was going to pull the cards and then interpret, but I never do what I say I'm going to do. I'm hopeless. Okay, the ring. The infinite, the wheel, the connection. The ring is an image of connectedness. Rather than viewing life as linear, as a series of progressive achievements, the ring challenges us to sense the cyclical, infinite nature of our world and experiences. Beginnings and endings fall by the wayside as we practice seeing ourselves as part of the cosmic circularity of creation. So it's circular, this circular business. So with the willow, it's kind of like drawing my attention to like the water cycle. So that water is going to flow to the sea, it's going to evaporate into clouds. Just have a bit of a geography lesson here. It's going to come down as rain, it's going to fall back and become the river again. There's a cycle there. And also like the trees, as the trees move through the seasons, they lose their leaves, and then they grow, they sprout again. So if something is ending, they're giving me Madonna, something is ending, so something begins, nothing really matters. So I just need to make a note of that. So yeah, perhaps there was something that felt like a dead end. You're very emotional about it, but know that things end so that new things can come in. You are trying to manifest something, whether you're trying to manifest feelings, trying to manifest an open heart, trying to manifest a way through this dead end. But I feel like, again, you've got that Mars in Aries in retrograde, which is like pulling back on the rain's energy. So this dead end might just be like, it's not the right time yet. For this reason, it's no surprise a ring is worn on the finger to represent eternal love that surpasses space, time, and worldly things. So much can be projected onto this archetypal image because it mimics the Earth's orbit around our great sun and the infinite bond between two lovers. There you go. Told you some of you were up to love interest. I actually saw the lovers card came out when I was doing my practice reading, and then I was shuffling the deck and the lovers card came back out from that deck. So yeah, some of you, it's definitely a lovers situation, and that was the image I used for your reading 2 readings ago. It is the micro and the macro united. The card calls for us to deepen connection with self, other, and the world at large. Meanwhile, there may be a literal ring waiting to adorn your finger. Connectedness, humility, sacred cycles, unconscious repetitions, starving for connection. Go deeper. Rilke's I live my life in widening circles. Study images of the mandala, the unus mundus, the Ouroboros, and the medicine wheel. Take stock of the jewels you adorn yourself with. Watch out for rings you wear out of habit that keep you connected to the old you. Interesting. Oh, sorry about that. It was a spam call. I don't know why I get the spam calls because I'm ex-directory, but there you go. It happens sometimes. Right, and yes, that was a house phone, not my mobile, because I'm retro, baby. Okay, and it's funny that it was talking about things, rings that keep you tracked. The rings, that phone call. Some of you might be expecting a phone call. See how the universe works. Yeah, for some of you, this is a phone call, connecting you to something old, because like phones, like house phones, that's kind of like an old thing, right? So that could be what it is, but that old thing is the dead end, perhaps. Okay, can I get one card, please, for Aries? What's going on for Aries, please? One card, please. one card, please, for Aries. Thank you. Storm warning. Look at that. You've got this. Oh, and indecision. Storm warning and indecision. 10 and 8. 10s are about endings, like something closing out so that something new can come in. And again, you had that Madonna song there. Indecision there as well on the bottom. I'm going to take, I'm going to put indecision. Maybe you're indecisive about something. It's interesting. There's a tree on this image again. Should I go left? Should I go right? What do I do? A situation where you have to kind of think on your feet. This is what it's giving me now. So the storm, emotional storm. Perhaps somebody's going to be very emotional around you. They're going to come in and it's going to be unexpected. Perhaps they're going to reveal feelings to you unexpectedly. It's going to be a bit of a shock. Perhaps somebody's been bottling something up and it's all going to come out in one big rush. And you have to think on your feet. You have to make a quick decision in regards to whatever this storm warning is. They show me like the bird's nest in the tree. So what felt like a dead end, when the storm comes and shakes it up, that nest might fall out of the tree. It might not be the dead end anymore. Or it could cause the end of something. Perhaps you're fed up of putting up with someone who's over emotional. Can you give me a card for the willow, please? Thank you. The willow, the ship. So this is kind of like a card of like moving on, overcoming obstacles. Yeah, moving forward, overcoming obstacles, feeling quite free in a situation, sort of going with the flow as well, seeing where the air takes you. It's sort of also a card about kind of almost believing in the impossible, right? With that dead end card, it's like your dreams could become a reality. Nobody thought that ships could fly, but this ship is flying. So to ship someone means sometimes to say, oh yeah, those two would make a great couple. So yeah, somebody may be shipping you with somebody else. Tell me about this. Oh, thank you. Pay attention to small details. The mice card, again, 2 and 3 make a 5. A 5 is some sort of change. So the mice card, they come in and they kind of, if you don't watch them, they can cause mischief. They can like nibble at things in your larder. They can kind of eat away at things. I'm seeing them today as being like kind of very mischievous, cheeky energy, which suits me. Cinderella mouse. Yeah, look at that happy one there at the back. It's like, haha. Yeah, it's something maybe nibbling away at your resources here. Somebody maybe nibbling away at your wealth, at your patience, perhaps your heart space, nibbling away emotionally at you. It's like something's, yes, that's what it is. Something's bothering you, something's frustrating you, some kind of niggle, right? Something that's really niggly and bothering you. And it's like, bottling this up, or it's like getting on your patience so much that you might actually just kind of blow. Be wary of that. Another 10 here. 10 of what is this? The 10 of swords. This would be, which would be about ending a situation, something that almost feels like a stab in the back, but it's like it's over now. You're overcoming that pain. 7 of wands is a card about, what is the 7 of wands? It's standing up for yourself against people who I think might be taking advantage of you. Here it just came out. We've got the mask. Yeah, you might have people who are kind of like two-faced friends, or you might be able to see a situation more clearly. Perhaps this storm's going to come in to kind of clear something up for you. Perhaps somebody's been acting in a two-faced way, but you're going to be able to see things for what they are, I think. But the face that's looking back at the mice is the sun. So that means that it could be that they have good intentions. Actually, they're not intending to bother you. It's like children, right? Children can sometimes really get on your nerves, but they don't mean to get on your nerves. They're just being children. This is kind of the energy that's giving me, but there's going to be some sort of clarity in regards to that situation. Because if they were on this side, it would be more secretive, more deceptive, but this is like, no, this is sun shining. It puts a positive boost on that mouse card. Can you tell me about the storm warning, please? You say feeling like you're trapped in a maze. That's that tricky number 43 again that's been stalking me at the moment. I don't know what's going on with this 43 business. So yeah, feeling like you're trapped in a maze, feeling like you're perhaps going around in circles, you can't find your way out, trying to figure something out, but there really is this building frustration with this reading. feeling quite frustrated with something. And again, look, this is the clouds. This is a card about clouds clearing. The storm is clearing. So if there is a storm, an emotional outburst, high temper, high emotions, it kind of clears the air. Perhaps people understand where they are. You know, if people felt taken advantage of or like confused about a situation, it's like this outpouring of emotions is going to clear the air. You've got lightning on 2 of those storm cards as well, 3 of those storm cards. There may actually be lightning. You know, there may literally be a storm. Can you tell me more about the ship and the willow, please? Thank you. Pathway. Again, this is very similar to that indecision card. Pathway. I feel like the storm is going to come and it's going to open a pathway for you that wasn't available to you before. You're going to be able to see clearly. You're going to be able to know how to move ahead. There's also butterflies on this card, which signifies some sort of change. Yeah, it's like if you thought that ship couldn't fly, the storm will clear this out, and you'll be able to see clearly and move forward. Again, like that river, but you have to have the sturdy foundations to withstand the storm. You know, it's like they're giving me the 3 little pigs. Like one pig built his hut out of straw, and it was blown down, but the one that built it out of bricks, that withstood the wolf trying to blow it down. So there's a need to have really, really stable foundations. If you are in a relationship, sorry, I'm getting quite a lot this morning. If you're in a relationship and it's meant to last, if it's a sturdy relationship and there's some kind of emotional turmoil that happens, some kind of outpouring of emotions, if you've built that relationship on sturdy foundations and it's meant to last, it will weather the storm. If you're in a relationship and it's on rocky foundations and that emotional storm comes in, then those rocks they're showing me crumbling rocks, like almost like a tower with the rocks crumbling away, like erosion at the bottom of the foundation. That relationship is not supposed to stand. It's the dead end. So some of you may be in one situation, some of you may be in another, but just know that this storm that's coming is either sent to test your relationship, to test how strong its foundations are, and if this relationship is meant to continue, it will. If this relationship is meant to fall to the wayside, to come to a natural close because it's not built on solid foundations, then that's meant to be as well. It's all to do with the foundations that you've built with this person, or this, whatever this is for you. Could be like a workplace situation, colleagues, it could be a family situation. It's not really coming through clearly. Some of you, though, it is sort of a love relationship. Can you tell me, please, more about the mouse and the mask? The mouse and the mask, please. Do you have anything else to tell me about that? Last chance, mouse and the mask. No. Can you tell me more about the maze and the storm warning? There we go. Courtship and a mature woman. So there you go, what that means to you. Excuse me, my throat's closing up. Yeah, somebody's definitely not speaking the truth in some sort of relationship here. Perhaps somebody's not telling the mum something, or the mum's over emotional, or perhaps you're dealing with somebody who is on the mature side. Normally, though, if this was a main love interest, it would come through as the main female. Like the main male and the main female are the main interests. But I feel like somebody's in a relationship where they're thinking about somebody who's a mature woman, who is not the main female. And here you've got the thoughts on the bottom there. So he's thinking about this, he's thinking about this woman, right? He's thinking about this woman on this card who he wants to court, who he wants to have some sort of relationship with. But perhaps somebody's already in a relationship with somebody else. But then there's this mature woman involved, which is creating some sort of confusion, some sort of mental conflict. Sort of not being able to figure, so if this is a third party situation for you, if somebody is in love with somebody who's already in a relationship, it's like, I don't know how to figure this out. I don't know how to navigate this. I can't see the way out of the maze, but this emotional storm is coming in, and what's meant to last will last, what's meant to fall will fall. Okay, so what energy is Aries between at the moment? What energy is Aries between, please, at the moment? What energy is Aries between at the moment? What energy is Aries between at the moment, please? Last chance, last chance. What energy is Aries moving between, please? No, they don't want to give you a card. the World and the Fool. Okay, on the underline you've got the World and the Fool. There may be children involved in this situation. The World is a card about ending a cycle. It's kind of about learning. I'm going to take it, thank you. And it's a card about learning all the lessons that you need to learn in a situation. Maybe this is why it didn't want to come out. Maybe it's kind of something that you don't really want to face, something that you're in denial about, indecision about. But yeah, it's the World card, so it could mean that you've been to university and you've graduated. It's kind of like you've learned everything you need to know in that situation. It's come to a natural close. So this could mean this closing out of some sort of relationship or situation here for you. You do have cards about kind of moving on. So yeah, completing some sort of big cycle in your life. And then the Fool card is about taking a leap of faith forward. It's kind of like trusting the universe, taking the leap, falling into the unknown, ready to begin a new cycle. So the Fool would be like starting university. It might be like going on to do your masters. Just as an example, it might be like, I don't quite know what to expect. It's a new situation. I'm not quite sure which course to take, but I'm going to take a leap of faith forward. So yeah, this is like could be like leaping out of a situation. They're showing me in my mind's eye the Tower cards with these storm warnings and the lightnings. The Tower card is a card about like foundations and about some sort of shock coming in, like I was talking about, that kind of like stirs, like knocks your foundations to see if they'll stand or not. And then on the imagery of the Tower card, sometimes there's people leaping from the tower. So it's almost showing me like this Fool is like leaping from the tower. The storm comes in, the Fool takes the leap. Okay. What needs to change? Okay, there we go. So it's telling me what needs to change. What's on the underline there? This Six of Swords is a card about moving forward to calmer waters, coming out of the cave, right? Coming out of lockdown, moving on to calmer waters. Perhaps trusting someone. At the Strength card underneath that as well. What needs to change? Oh, interesting. Yeah, I thought it might be a love interest. So we have two characters here. We have the Queen of Cups and we have the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is your energy, Aries, so this could well be you. Don't worry too much about the gender of the cards, the gender of the characters. It's more about the energy that the person is in. So I'm going to describe each character and you can work out who's you and who is somebody that you're connecting with. They might actually both be you, but take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. So I'll talk about the Emperor first, with this being your card. And again, there's a cave on this card. So yeah, somebody could have spent a long time in lockdown. Obviously a lot of us have, so it seems like it's a bit of a silly thing to say, but that's what it's standing to me. It'd be silly not to say it, right, because it is a situation for a lot of people. So I'm not going to not say it because it's obvious. I'm going to say what comes to me. So the Emperor is somebody who's really taking the lead, taking control of their own life. This is somebody who's all four kings. They have they've learned, again, it's like the world, right? The Emperor has, they've got a lot of worldly wisdom. They've got a lot of experience in different matters. So love, emotions, passion, creativity, action, nurturing, career, creating abundance, looking after the home. Who am I missing? Intelligence, logical thinking, communication. They've kind of got the full package of all the four kings. They've kind of mastered everything that there is to master. Now, people move in and out of Emperor energy. We can always move on to that Fool energy again, right, where we're starting to learn something new. But in whatever situation this person is in, they've kind of like, they've reached the top, they've reached the pinnacle of where they are. So this might be like a CEO, somebody who's a boss, somebody who's just got all the shit together. Swear warning, sorry. Yeah, and it's kind of also a card about, if you move into Emperor energy, this is somebody who's taking the lead in their own life. They're being very, very stable. Like, this person has those stable foundations or can create them. They are they can be a father, they can be a boss, they can be just somebody who's very, very strong and stable. Oh, they're giving me Theresa May, strong and stable government. Yeah, maybe somebody's in politics. He's got the whole world in his hands as well, so he's got this orb which signifies the world, and this the staff always signifies leadership as well. Looks like he's got ram's heads as well there, Aries. which is obviously connected to you. Could be somebody who's oppressing you, like he's literally sitting on this throne, he's sitting on the ram. So this could be somebody who's like almost like oppressing you, keeping you down. I had that pinned down energy. So take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. This could be you, it could be somebody around you. It doesn't have to be male. Like women can be an emperor energy as well. It just means being very, very firm, kind of very, very almost like stubborn, like immovable. It's my way, like I'm going to take the lead, I'm going to get what I want, energy. It can be quite stubborn. It's also Taurus energy. The Queen of Cups, so this is water energy. So if you are interested in the signs, it would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but it doesn't have to be. Everybody can move in and out of Queen of Cups energy. But this is somebody who has a lot of love to give. They're very, very free-flowing with their emotions, right? They're not the storm, though. They're not over-emotional. If she was upside down, she would be over-emotional. She's not. She just has an abundance of emotion. She's very, very expressive. She's happy to share love with all the people around her. I'll just pick these up as well, actually, while I'm talking about them. So she's kind of she's got that huge cup that she's happy to share with others. Other people can come and sip from that cup. She's nurturing, she's loving, she's encouraging, she's very, very tender. A beautiful, really beautiful energy. And again, it can be a man in this energy. It just means the queens are more expressive and open than the kings. The kings are a little bit more reserved. They kind of play the cards close to the chest. So that's just the difference in energy. Anyone can be any of the characters in the tarot at different points in their lives. So I'm saying, what needs to change here? What needs to change? There may be a sense of people turning their backs on a situation. These two people may have to turn their back on a situation, right? You have the dead end card. It may be that two people need to walk away from each other. And it doesn't mean that's permanently. It might even just mean a little bit of a timeout, right? Perhaps tempers have got a bit too high. Perhaps you've got a bit of a block here with the Emperor being really quite stubborn, possibly a bit like reserved with the emotions, where this Queen of Cups is like has a lot of emotions to share. Maybe it's just not the right time for this Emperor. Perhaps he's got other things to deal with and he can't quite find the time to kind of connect with those emotions right now. But yeah, there's a sense of needing to kind of either turn your backs or stop turning your backs from each other. Take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. There's this stork here on the back of the Queen's card. The stork symbolises some kind of new opportunity. It can actually be some sort of pregnancy warning. If any of you are doing the old woohoo, that could be a pregnancy warning for you. The Sun card as well is about things being revealed. You could be finding out somebody is pregnant. That could be the change coming in for you there, and that's not going to be everybody's story, but it's I'm going to say it if I see it. Okay, so my plan to kind of pull the cards and then read them kind of went out the window there, didn't it? Let's keep going. So this is your heart space. Yeah, you're being patient, you're finding balance, you're trying to Wheel of Fortune there as well. It's not quite the right time. That wheel can turn, but it's not. You're kind of waiting for the wheel to turn. You're waiting for your luck to change. So while you're waiting, you're doing this kind of balancing act. The Temperance card is a card about balancing out emotions with passions. So you're trying to kind of find this balance between feeling very fired up, really wanting to take action, very, very passionate, and then sort of this softer emotion of getting more into your feelings, exploring your feelings, showing your feelings, sharing your feelings. Also, this card is it can be a card about healing with that rainbow there. Somebody maybe have to do some sort of emotional healing before they're ready for this situation. This might be what's holding you back. Somebody may have to heal a broken heart. Excuse me, my throat's closing up again. This again is like the throat chakra. It's people struggling to say something. Somebody may have to heal a broken heart before they're ready to open the heart back up again. Maybe that Emperor. Maybe they're just maybe they've had a heartbreak. They're focusing on the work right now. They're not quite ready to kind of dip their toes back into the water just yet. Or perhaps they are just starting to. Right. We've got the like the Willow card again. There's something that ended, the dead end, the Willow. There could be a relationship that ended in the past. It could have been a really stormy, tumultuous relationship. It could be that everybody felt like that boat was constantly rocking, and perhaps this person has already gotten out of that, or they're getting out of it. But yeah, it's like that it's not quite the right time for love yet. So they're dipping the toe in their emotions, but they're also trying to stay very, very grounded. She's got one foot on the ground, so she's kind of trying to stay stable. She doesn't want to kind of fall into her emotions, or and kind of have that emotional storm. It may be that it's kind of like it has to be gradual. Like I was sort of talking about building the tower with the stable foundations. They want to be stable, they want to stay grounded, they just want to ease into their emotions slowly, because if they kind of jump into that pond straight away, they jump into their emotions, it could again turn out to be, this is what they're scared of, it could be another tumultuous relationship, it could be another storm, an emotional storm, emotionally overwhelmed, and that's what they're scared of. I think they actually really do value the Emperor character really, really values this Queen of Emotions. I think they really respect how open and free and giving this person is with their emotions, how stable she is. The Queen and King of Cups in the upright they have a huge abundance of emotion, but they're so stable with it. They really do have this like emotional control. So that the Emperor is like, I feel sturdy here where I am now. I feel safe. I feel secure. I've kind of got my feet on the ground now. And they're scared. They think they really respect this person. So they know that if they jump into their emotions, they could spoil it. They could spoil it because they're not ready. They've still got this like storm bubbling under the surface. Their emotions are just running so high. So they really need to take the time to do this healing. Wow, I got so much from that one card. Not the right time there. The Wheel of the Year will turn though. It's like divine timings at play. There's still this kind of like mental confusion, right, trying to navigate the stormy waters. Ten of Pentacles in the thoughts. I'm just going to clarify this with a card from this deck. Can you clarify the Ten of Pentacles for me, please? There's that mouse. Somebody may be eating away at somebody's finances. Again, could be something to do with children. Four of Wands. Yeah, so the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, these are both cards kind of about your stable foundations here. So I think this person, I think it's the Emperor character, whether that's you or the other person, they're really figuring out kind of, they're thinking about the career at the moment. They're thinking about getting the foundation stable. If they have left a relationship, there could be kind of financial instability. There could be like things that are nibbling away at the finances. They have to go and get a new house, they have to get a new car, they have to get they have to kind of buy all the new furniture, they have to I don't know, pay child support with the mice there. There's a lot of things that might be worrying them financially at the moment if they've left a relationship. But either way, if this is nothing to do with relationships, it's just somebody who's really, really investing in getting their foundations right, getting those stable foundations, putting down those solid roots. Again, I picked up on the roots immediately with that Willow card. Kind of getting stable with the career. They want to make sure that they have kind of everything that they tangibly need to be comfortable and to feel secure, to feel stable, because I think actually somebody's had the rug pulled out underneath their feet, they want that solid foundations now. For some of you, with this being the Four of Wands, it's the 11-11 card. This is a card about a very, very good, strong relationship coming in. Two people who kind of are like the perfect match for each other. And it's also a card about kind of like, it can be like a party, a celebration. Finding the people you want to spend your time with, spend your life with. This is the Ten of Pentacles. It's not the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is about being financially independent on your own. But this is the Ten of Pentacles. This person does want it all. They want the marriage. The Four of Wands is a card about marriage. But again, they might be focusing on the finances more than love at the moment. Can you tell me what's going on in this person's action space, please? Four of Pentacles. Yeah, they're putting money in the bank. the heart space is healing, the heart space is balancing out. So in the thoughts and in their action space, on a more practical level, this person is being very, very, very practical. The Four of Pentacles, you can see it's almost like a piggy bank, right? It's one of those like mechanical piggy banks. You give it the hand the money puts it in the, you can see all the money in there. So yeah, I think this person's saving their money, they're working on the career. They're also being a little bit guarded. They might be feeling a little bit stingy, perhaps if they have had like their money being eaten away at. You know, this is a card about like the tangible things in life, you know, the bread on your table, and the Ten of Pentacles is about having enough bread on your table. So this person's feeling a little bit like a little bit guarded, a little bit kind of wanting to save the money, cling on to the money, cling on to the tangible things in life. And this again, it all falls back to feeling like they've got those stable foundations. They don't want to feel like they're in the midst of a storm anymore, especially if they've been in that situation in the past. So yeah, they're really, or perhaps if you are part of the group that feel like that storm is coming in for you, it hasn't hit you yet, you know, you're going to know if you've been in a storm and you've left a situation that's felt like you very turbulent. If you feel this is coming in for you, this is telling you to kind of like, sorry, my video cut out, I must have hit the 40-minute mark. So this is telling you to really get grounded, save money, don't spend, put money in the bank because you're going to need it. You're going to need it when this storm comes in. And that's not to scare you, that's kind of like to give you a heads up, right? So that when it, if and when this storm does hit, then you can weather it because you've got the foundations there, you've got that money in the bank for anything that you might need. I'm actually really liking your reading. It's very comprehensive to me, Aries. It can be a card as well about having a shield up, being a little bit guarded. And again, I feel like this person has the shield up because they don't want to kind of get into another turbulent situation. And this is probably where the indecision is for them, right? They probably do want to move forward with some sort of relationship, but they kind of think that maybe it isn't the right time. They've got this kind of this fear of getting hurt, this fear of getting back into something that's going to cause a lot of emotional upheaval. Can you tell me the energy of the Queen, please? What energy is the Queen of Cups in? Thank you. Queen of Cups is a Cobra in reverse. She's not looking for, she's not trying to hurt anyone. She's not trying to be obsessive. She's not trying to come in for like you know, a one hit. She wants something that's more stable. She's not just interested in a one-night stand there. She's solid, she's stable, she's not got any venom there. Yeah, that's what's coming in there. She's not a snake. She's not a snake if you were thinking that she was a snake. What is the Emperor doing here? What kind of energy is the Emperor in, please? I saw the tiger, it went back in. I think they're holding back on that tiger energy. What energy is the Emperor in, please? Can I get a card for the Emperor, please? The octopus, yeah. Oh, yeah. The Emperor is really busy. It's kind of what I was saying. Really, really trying to like. They've got a lot going on. They've got all their arms in a bit of a twist there. They're trying to juggle a lot of things at once. Really, really, really busy. May not even have like the time to eat. It's kind of like they're probably not sitting down at the table to have a proper meal. They're probably like trying to like organise something on the phone, do some work, tidy. They're probably eating on the go. It's kind of like grabbing food when they can, because I think about how the tentacles like feed the octopus. They put food in the mouth, so it's probably feeling like they've got one thing going on in one hand and they're eating with the other hand. Yeah, really, really busy. They've got a lot going on mentally as well, really thinking about a lot. They're kind of a bit dark as well. Like I feel like the Emperor is in that dark cave at the moment. They're kind of they're just trying to get on with things, trying to get things done, having a lot of things thrown at them. Yeah, just if you are identifying as this Queen of Cups and you're trying to come forward to this Emperor, just realize that they've got a lot on the plate right now. They're doing this healing. It's not that they don't want this relationship, it's just that they're actually really, really scared, really scared of opening up and getting into those emotions, because I think they respect you so much. They want to get this foundation right. Yeah, but you have to kind of stand your ground. If you're identifying as the Queen of Cups, you have to stand your ground about don't let this person in just for sex. don't let them use you like that. You know, just back away, give them space. Like I said, that they had this kind of like turning your back energy. That doesn't mean you're turning your back on them. You can still give them emotional support, but just give them the space to kind of deal with all these things that they're trying to deal with. Don't let them use you, because they may be coming in just for that moment of like healing, moment of connection, and then going off again, but not coming in with any feelings or any stability. But yeah, I think you need to draw a line if that is your situation, and just to say, you know, respectfully, with love, I'm going to back away until you're in a better position so that you can come to me. Correct? There's no harm in saying that to somebody. Eagle there on the bottom, justice in a situation. Right, okay, so I'm going to pull you an advice card, Aries. I hope this has been helpful for you. Let's see what the universe has for you. Best advice, please, for the people coming to the reading today who are either Aries or who are connecting with an Aries. What's the best advice, please, that you have for people coming to the reading today? Deep knowing. Oh, somebody is feeling a little bit like that Five of Pentacles energy, feeling a bit orphaned. Yeah, being a little bit upset about, again, she's in a nest, right? Somebody may have like had to leave the home, or somebody has left the home. It's like empty nest. Yeah, something was a dead end in regards to a home situation, and this person's feeling really kind of like I think actually really quite neglected, really disappointed. They do have to heal that, really do have to heal that before they can really take action and move towards a new relationship. But again, the number 43, again, I told you the number 43 was coming out for me a lot at the moment. Deep knowing. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to read. It has a few different ways of reading these cards. So I'm just going to read the first two to you, and then I'll show you the rest, so you can pause the recording and read those if you want to. I'm going to read the oracle message and the relationship message. So here we go. Deep knowing. Essential meanings: intuition, listening to the oracle within; empathy, hypersensitivity. The oracle's message: intuition is a faculty that allows you to enter into a dialogue with source, the consciousness that you are part of but cannot see with the naked eye. It's perplexing that people are taught to ignore this natural capacity to navigate their journeys, to access their inner guidance. Know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that was missing when the story was told. This deep knowing allows you to open the door to wisdom far greater than what is available in the limitations of human experience. You're given information that may make no sense whatsoever to the logical mind or five senses, but which is 100% correct and true. The trick is to listen and then to act accordingly. You're now invited into this sacred dialogue of deep knowing, so tune in and trust your vibes. They will be right. Ask and you will receive answers from unusual sources. My brain, it's like, what kind of sauces? Barbecue sauce? Tomato sauce? Spicy sauce? There are a relationship message. There are occasions when you just know deep in your heart and soul that a person is going to play a meaningful role in your life. Someone crosses your path and suddenly, out of the blue, you're connected at a level impossible to describe. That feeling marks a moment in time etched indelibly into your soul. Someone has entered your life who will be instrumental in your journey, so pay attention. Two hearts are calling to each other, so to begin an alchemical Two hearts are calling to each other to begin an alchemical process. Just to say that the Temperance card is about alchemy. This is also a sign that your intuition about the person you care about is correct. Trust your heart to lead you now. Magic is about to happen. What a lovely card, Aries. I liked that. So here you go. If you want to just have a quick read of that, you can pause and do so. Here you have the prosperity message. So if this is coming through as kind of like a career or money scenario for you, do read that prosperity message. And there's a protection message there for you as well that you might want to read. That might be helpful to you. Do look out for signs and synchronicities, especially synchronistic numbers, because I was picking up on that for you. Yeah, okay, Aries, take care. I hope that was helpful to you, and I shall see you again soon. Bye bye.